Hi, welcome to A Gray Barn Rising. I'm reading the poems this evening of the Slovenian poet Tomaž Šalamun. He recently left the body December 27th, 2014. He was born in 1941, a poet of tremendous wonder and marvel. He was a leading figure in post-war Slovenian poetry, actually in post-war Central European poetry. And I simply adore his work. I have several of his books, but I want to read primarily from the selected poems of Tomaž Šalamun, which is edited by Charles Simic with an introduction by Robert Haas. The translations in this book are done by different people for different poems, and I'll try to remember to note those for you as we go through. I want to begin with this poem. This one is translated by the poet Anselm Hollow, and it's titled Who is Who? And I think you'll hear some of the playfulness of Tomaž Šalamun come out in this poem. Who is who? Tomaž Šalamun, you are a genius. You are wonderful. You are a joy to behold. You are great, you are a giant. You are strong and powerful. You are phenomenal. You are the greatest of all time. You are the king. You are possessed of great wealth. You are a genius, Tomaž Šalamun. In harmony with all creation, we have to admit that you are a lion. The planets pay homage to you. The sun turns her face to you every day. You are just everything. You are Mount Ararat. You are perennial. You are the morning star. You are without beginning or end. You have no shadow, no fear. You are the light. You are the fire from heaven. Behold the eyes of Tomaž Šalamun. Behold the brilliant radiance of the sky. Behold his arms, behold his loins, behold him striding forth, behold him touching the ground. Your skin bears the scent of nard. Your hair is like solar dust. The stars are amazed. Who is amazed at the stars? The sea is blue. Who is the sky's guardian? You are the boat on high seas that no wind, no storm can destroy. You are the mountain rising from the plain, the lake in the desert. You are the speculum, humane, salvatianus. You hold back the forces of darkness. Beside you, every light grows dim. Beside you, every sun appears dark. Every stone, every house, every crumb, every mote of dust, every hair, every blood, every mountain, every snow, every tree, every life, every valley, every chasm, every enmity, every lamb, every glow, every rainbow. Such a wild and playful poem. The associative leaps are often surreal in nature, and the velocity is just incredible. This poem of his is also translated by the poet and by Anselm Hollow. It's called I Have a Horse. I love just the simplicity of a title like that. Again, it's a very childlike sense of something so simple that someone might say in conversation, that someone might say offhandedly. I have a horse. My horse has 4 legs. I have a record player. On my record player I sleep. I have a brother. My brother is a sculptor. I have a coat. I have a coat to keep me warm. I have a plant. I have a plant to have green in my room. I have Marushka. I have Marushka because I love her. I have matches. With matches, I light cigarettes. I have a body. With the body, I do the most beautiful things that I do. I have destruction. Destruction causes me many troubles. I have night. Night comes to me through the window of my room. I have fun racing cars. I race cars because car racing is fun. I have money. With money, I buy bread. I have 6 really good poems. I hope I will write more of them. I am 27 years old. All these years have passed like lightning. I am relatively courageous. With this courage, I fight human stupidity. I have a birthday, March 7th. I hope March 7th will be a nice day. I have a friend whose daughter's name is Breditsa. In the evening, when they put her to bed, she says, Solomon, and falls asleep. This is his poem for the inventor Nikola Tesla, and it's translated by someone different. This is translated by Charles Simic, and it's simply entitled Nikola Tesla. When St. Francis took off his coat, he wasn't cold. His previous life was cold, boiling to turn into wine. When it turned into wine, moles came to drink, grasshoppers, cats too, who in the Middle Ages were led around on a chain because they used to be lions. People were afraid cats would eat them. Not true. Cats never ate people. Only those lazy little monks copied the texts so inattentively that a lot of rust appeared, just like on great ocean liners. Truly, cats were lions, silky ones. There were small sewing baskets beside them, even when they were grazing in the desert. They grazed in that they licked the sand like hens when they need calcium. The hens lie on their sides in the dark. The lights are on in all the houses. Nikola Tesla, through hard work, scratched out electricity, just like people who shell peas, separating the pea from the pod. All done, he said, this is electricity. Amen. Now, turn off the lights and go to sleep. This is another Charles Simic translation entitled Sonnet About Milk. Lord, I discovered milk, my bloodthirsty milk in a gray saucepan on the stove. Those waist-high, gushing dairy hoses outside the window are the source of my unhappiness. If I heat it, it boils. If it boils, it overflows. How to accustom oneself to this white madness? It hates its own shape and takes that of a pan. I'm watching Daniel building a house for us under the window without really seeing him. Today is Friday, March 7th. I've eaten everything. Cauliflower, soup, nothing left for the guests. Nothing, absolutely nothing. As the milk rises, my rubber soles squeak on the cement floor. I should have changed shoes long ago. And finally, I want to close with another Charles Simic translation entitled Death's Window. To stop the blood of flowers and rotate the order of things. To die in the river, to die in the river. To hear the heart of the rat. There's no difference between the moons and my tribe's silver. To clean the field and run as far as the earth's edge, to carry in my breast the word, the crystal, at the door, the soaps evaporating, the conflagration lit up the day, to turn around once more, and to strip the frock the poppy had bitten through the sky, to walk the desert roads and drink shadows, to feel the oak tree in the mouth of a spring, to stop the blood of flowers, to stop the blood of flowers. The altars look at each other, eye to eye, to lie down on a blue cabbage. So those are some poems in honor of the poet Tomaž Šalamun, and I wanted to share some of his work with you. I read from the selected poems that I mentioned earlier, but he has many books. They're all wonderful. The Shepherd, The Hunter, The Four Questions of Melancholy, A Ballad for Metka, Krasovak, Woods and Chalice, On the Tracks of Wild Game. There's the Hand, and there's the Arid Chair. Feast are just some of the books of his that I think you would enjoy. I hope you seek his work out. And thanks so much for joining Bootsy and me for another episode of A Gray Barn Rising.